Hey guys, what's up? It is Nocturnal Gaming here, and I am going to cover the April edition of Deal with the Shadow. Got the same guy here. Um, so I guess he's the mascot for Deal with the Shadow. I'm not sure how long that's going to run for, but been using him for a few months. You can see him around. He's done more damage than any SLBMs. So, pretty stacked gacha this month. You've got the HMS 32 frigate, which is a fantastic frigate. You got the Straz. This one hasn't been rerun. It came out several years ago, and then you didn't see it for a long time. It was in a recent gacha, and it's being released again. But it is a pretty interesting sub. I ended up using it in a sub tour, and it was pretty clutch because it did have a helicopter when other subs did not. So it was very, very useful for that tour. You got the Ningbo again. This was released in January or February. The 4-cannon menace that is broken, as everyone says, does mad damage. Makes a lot of people pretty mad when you're on the receiving end of the Ningbo. Got the rocks Chugnum. Needs an update, and hopefully it's in line for one. So I think that'll be a good one to hang on to if you get this one. If you already have it, and I made this mistake myself, if you already have the Chugnum, sell it before you claim this because you're only gonna get 1,200 gold for it if you already have it. So if you do have it, and you know you're gonna do enough spins to get the 300 to claim it, then sell this thing first so you can get 400 or 500, whatever AC it sells for. I guess we can look it up again real quick. Get the Farah helicopter again, the Saber Warrior, the Archer, the High Fly 2, not the Nuke, but it is the High Fly 2, the LY1, which is a fantastic laser AA. They're rerunning the Fearless Samurai. It's going to be pretty expensive to get that, but this is one of the leaderboard camos they've been rerunning all leaderboard camo each month. They've been rerunning those. So I did go for Regalia. I didn't go for any of the other ones, but it is one of the nice leaderboard camos. Purple Purse was a nice camo. The Excelsior is really nice. We're rerunning that one. And some decals again. I want to go to Clan Wars. So you get to that one on the event tab on the game home screen. So there are a couple deals. Just be mindful. There are a couple deals on the page here that are generally on the desktop, and you can get some chips for that event. I don't think I did it on this account. Maybe I did. They're not there, so I did that already. But you can get, I think there's like 40 you can get from that one. It's a pretty decent overall. Like I don't know what I spent 40. Yeah, so I got those. I bought the 40, and then I got 4 extra ones from spins. Didn't get a ton on those. I did. I think I spent $60 on my kid's account and got a fair amount of stuff. He didn't get the Numa. He did get the straws. Got the HMS 32. Some high fly nukes. Well, not the nukes. The high fly 2 archers. So he did get quite a bit for. I think I spent $60 on his account. He did get the Chugnum, and that's the one where he already had it, and I didn't sell it, so I was kind of kicking myself for that. I only got 1,200 gold for it. But is what it is. Would have preferred to get the AC for that. But as far as gacha events go, there's a ton of stuff in this one. I would say this one's pretty stacked. A lot of good gear. And this is going to be a less expensive way to get this gear than opposed to doing it through the normal monthly event cycle. When the Ningbo came out, you were going to spend a lot more than you would on this one and have fewer options. So in general, these are good. Now, obviously, your mileage may vary on that, but I've had pretty good success rate with these, when I've done these, not spending really over $100 and getting a lot of stuff out of them. So I didn't go for the Ningbo. I don't, the drop rate was a little bit lower on that. It was interesting because they had this one last month and they were doing the Fletcher, and I bought the 40 chips for several friends of mine, and like they almost all of them got Fletcher with the 40 spins. It was kind of crazy. So I don't think the numbers were as good with the Ningbo, but they were getting a fair amount of stuff, even with the 40 or whatever. And if you spend a little bit more than that, you can buy the 135 key kits. you're already getting some decent stuff out of it. The LY one's great. Like I said, the Archer's great. High Fly 2 is great. So there's some good stuff to be had here. Obviously, there's no guarantee of what you get, but compared to the other events, this is a pretty good deal. So it's going to be running for, you got 2 days left on that. So you're going to jump in that. You got a little bit of time left on that. Can't make any guarantees about, what it's going to be to get the Ningbo. But if you didn't get it before, there's your chance. I don't know that it'll be coming back anytime soon, but you never know. Anyway, that's all I got. Deal with the Shadow monthly gacha event. Usually pretty good deal on those, and the camos and stuff and whatnot are generally pretty good. Like I like this camo a lot. So, and you can get the 300 by spending like $25. Camera's like focusing. So you can get to this 300. Like I said, you get the 40 chips on the game home screen for $4, I think. And then you get buy a 20 pack, or spend $20 and get the 135 keys, and you can get to that 300 pretty quickly. So I think you have to do it twice. Yeah, you have to do it twice. So $40. But anyway, that's all I got. Thanks again, as always. We'll see you guys around. Cheers.